G20 trade policy direction becoming more restrictive amid continued slow trade growth. Trade measures introduced by G20 economies have become more restrictive in recent months, according to the 30th WTO Trade Monitoring Report on G20 trade measures issued on 18 December. The report shows that between mid-May and mid-October 2023, G20 economies introduced more trade-restrictive than trade-facilitating measures on goods, although the value of traded merchandise covered by facilitating measures continued to exceed that covered by restrictions. Director General Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala called on the G20 to show leadership and contribute to economic stability and growth by unwinding recent and long-standing restrictions on trade. Overseas merchandise trade, November 2023. Overseas merchandise trade statistics provide information on imports and exports of merchandise goods between New Zealand and other countries. This release refers to trade in goods only. In November 2023, compared with November 2022, goods exports fell by $337 million, 5.3%, to $6.0 billion. Goods imports fell by $1.3 billion, 15%, to $7.2 billion. The monthly trade balance was a deficit of $1.2 billion. China, total exports were down $183 million, 9.7%. The largest rise was logs, wood, and wood articles, up $49 million. USA, total exports were up $110 million, 18%. The largest rises were meat and edible offal, up $87 million. Top 5 global risks of 2024. There are many risks for 2024, including those that are an ever-present part of investing and not unique to the outlook for any particular year. We've highlighted our top 5. History shows us that the biggest risks in a typical year aren't usually from out of left field, although that sometimes happens, as it did in 2020 with the COVID-19 outbreak. Rather, they are often hiding in plain sight. As goes one of my favorite quotes often attributed to Mark Twain, "It ain't what you don't know that gets you in trouble, it's what you know for sure that just ain't so." Risk appears when there is a very high degree of confidence among market participants in a specific outcome that doesn't pan out, for better or worse. So, by identifying the unexpected, here are our top global upside and downside risks to our base case outlook for next year, in no particular order. Lingering inflation. Minutes of the Monetary Policy Meeting of the Reserve Bank Board. Members participating: Michelle Bullock, Governor and Chair, Ian Harper Au, Carolyn Hewson Au, Stephen Kennedy PSM, Ian Ross Au, Ilana Rubin AM, Carol Schwartz Au, Allison Watkins AM. Others participating: Christopher Kent, Assistant Governor, Financial Markets, Marion Kohler, Acting Assistant Governor, Economic, Carl Schwartz, Acting Head, Domestic Markets Department Anthony Dickman, Secretary, David Norman, Deputy Secretary Penelope Smith, Head, International Department, Tom Rosewall, Acting Head, Economic Analysis Department International Economic Developments. Members commenced their discussion of international economic developments by noting that the information on global inflation had been a little more encouraging over the prior month. Headline inflation rates had declined, driven by a fall in oil prices, while core inflation had continued to ease. Thank you.